3 a.m. Again, why did I ever think this was a good idea?
Hey you guys, it's Jack here, and guess what? Marathon weekend's almost here. What? So with that being said, we thought it'd be a great idea to give you a video that's a great indication of what to expect with the other expos this coming year for the other races. Wine and Dine just happened not too long ago. With that being said, we now know what to expect for the rest of this year. More than likely, it's going to stay the same. So this video is going to be a very helpful source of information for any other races that you may have signed up for the year. Now, things might change, yes, but if they do, we'll go ahead and do a separate video. That way you guys have that information as well. But this video is going to be a great overall summary of what to expect. So let's get started.
So the first things first, this board is awesome. If you're staying at a Disney resort, they put this in every lobby and it gives you all the information you need with transportation and what to expect with the expo. Now, with this being said, Disney does provide transportation to the expo and of course your runs, but it's done through Mears. So please make sure you are going to the right bus stop area to get on the bus you need, because it will not be the normal Disney bus. It will be, like I said, a Mears bus. And it's usually, depending on where you're at, it's kind of like most buses at Disney. It will come around every 15, 20 minutes. Now, something to kind of indicate, when you're coming off the buses for the Disney expos, please make sure you remember what bus stop you are getting off at, because more than likely it will be the same bus stop you're going to go back onto. Now, where do I go for all these items I need to get? I need to get my bib pickup. I need to go to the Health and Fitness Expo. I need to go get the merchandise for Disney. Well, don't worry. There's tons of boards out there that will indicate which direction for you to go into, and there's a ton of cast members to ask as well. So you should be good on that. Now, the first thing I recommend when you get to the expo is definitely making sure I get my bib first. That way, when you go to the Health and Fitness Expo, you already have your bib. You could go ahead and pick up your t-shirts for Disney. That way, it's kind of a 2-in-1. Now, to get your bib pickup, you will be going to the State Farm Field House. Once you get to Wide World of Sports, you'll be going straight all the way down, and it'll be on your left-hand side. Kind of hard to miss. And plus, there's cast members standing outside to indicate and let you know what this building is being used for. This is where you're going to find all your bibs. Now, as you can see, we got here before it officially opened. We got there maybe 10 minutes before it opened up. Now, here's where you're going to pick up all your bibs. And what's cool is they got fun, cute little photo stops as well. So once you get your bib, go ahead and get some photos taken. Now, do not be afraid of the long lines here. Well, because they do go by rather fast. I don't even think we were in this specific line once the bib pickup actually did officially open. I don't think we were there longer than 15, 20 minutes. And then, if you did not get your waiver done, do not worry. They have a place for you right here to be able to get that done. Then you're just going to go to where the information that you have online through your runDisney account, it will tell you what your bib number is. Then you're going to go to where your bib pickup is according to what number you are, and it's pretty simple and easy from there. All you need is your ID and you're ready to go. Now, for the Health and Fitness Expo, look how fun that is, a fun little photo stop right there. But this is going to be exciting, you guys. Now you get the chance to go and see all the different vendors that are available at the expo. This is also the place where you're going to pick up your shirts. Your bib is what's going to be used to pick up the shirts that you need. There's also a ton of fun photo stop areas for you to kind of get in there as well. Look at me, I'm so excited about Wine and Dine and being ready for the first race of the season. Now, I love free stuff at the expo. One of them was that this time they got free runDisney stickers and cool little fake tattoos. Don't worry, there's plenty of other stops in the expo that will usually hand out free stuff. There's so many fun different shops and vendors out that you would definitely want to take a look around to see what everything there is to offer. Now, here's one of our favorites, Fluffy Fissies. Fluffy Fizzies is an amazing product. Now, I'm not going to go too far in depth with it, but if you want to learn more, we're going to go ahead and put the link down to her website below and our coupon code that we have as well with Rise and Run in association with Fluffy Fizzies. She's got so many great products, and I myself use them quite often, so I highly recommend them. So give them a check out when you go to the expos. Now, here, there's a reason why you want to keep continually taking pictures because it's a wealth of information. What's great at the expo is that Disney has the routes and maps for all the races. Now, because it was wine and dine, it was just for this race, it was the 5K, 10K, and half marathon. What I recommend you doing is taking a picture of each map of the race that you are going to do. Here's why. I think it's great to know exactly where all your water stations are, your aid stations, and if you are a person that does not like using porta potties, well, you're going to see exactly where on the map you're going through so you can kind of reference a Disney park map and know where the bathrooms are and use those instead along the route. I think that's a great idea. Now, another great thing that Disney does is they have pace groups. Now, we have the Galloway Pacers here. You can actually go ahead and speak to the Galloway Pacers as well as Jeff Galloway himself right there. I think he's amazing. And they'll give you the information needed if you would like to go ahead and pace with them. Another thing great about the expo is you usually will find KT tape. They will actually tape up one area of which you would like to do. Now, with that being said, you must go ahead and if you want to do another area, you have to purchase KT tape or bring it along with you, and they will tape the other area. Now, like I said, this is where you're going to go ahead and get your shirts. So they're going to have you rip off the bottom part of your bib that has the sizes. Now, what's great about this is something doesn't fit. You can actually go to the shirt exchange and they'll exchange the shirt that's most fitted and suited for you. So I definitely recommend trying on your shirts before you leave because this is your chance to get things exchanged if you needed. Now, remember how I said I like some free stuff? Well, here you go, you guys. This is a great example of it. At the Health and Fitness Expo, you get to try a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally have potentially tried before. So it was great trying new products that I've never used. And you know what? Some of those products I will definitely go out and find and buy. So this is a great time to not only get coupons, but to try products out and see how you like them. One thing I love that Disney does is this 50% off water park tickets. Now, this is a great time for you to be able to relax, chill, and just take a break and get off your feet for a little bit. So I highly recommend if you have time to go ahead and purchase these tickets that are going to be 50% off. You can actually buy them at ESPN, or you could just bring your bib to the water parks or any kind of indication that you are running one of the races, and not only will it get you into the water park for 50% off, but also 3 friends or family. So how cool is that? Now, for you to get into the Disney merchandise, the runDisney merchandise for the weekend, the first day you will more than likely need a virtual queue. Now, to get into the virtual queue, you have to be 45 miles or less away from Disney. It doesn't have to be every single person getting their own personal virtual queue. What we did was, our friend Rachel was awesome. She got us into her virtual queue by when she registered for it, she just put whoever she said that she was going to have in her group for her. And all they did was have to scan it when we checked in for each person. And there we go. Voila. It was really simple, really easy. They on the website for the race weekend, it will indicate what time that it will be open for you to sign up for the virtual queue. They do go fast in terms of the earlier ones, so just be aware if there's something that you really truly want. What I would do is just go onto the runDisney website and just purchase it there if it's one of the items you are looking for that is still available, because chances are when you get to the merchandise area, it might not be available. So just heads up. Now, if you are not somebody who is trying to buy something very specific, you're kind of just wanting to look, I mean, honestly, going on another day other than the first day of the expo is usually your better bet, because more than likely Disney is probably going to restock certain items, maybe not everything, but some things, and it's a lot less crowded. Now, one thing I love about going into this merchandise area is that they make it so much fun. They have these stickers on the walls with inspirational quotes, and it gets you hyped up for the weekend and going along with friends. I mean, what better way to spend your expo day than that, you know? But I just love it. Isn't that cute? Now, remember how I said, don't worry about the long lines? Because they will continually move. The lines look extremely intimidating, like it does this very second. But don't worry, the line was literally consistently moving. And they actually had a little bar here this time. So I'm assuming if they have it this time, they'll have it again. So do not worry. But yeah, I think we were maybe waiting in line in there for 20, 25 minutes at most. And then we were allowed into the merchandise area. So huzzah. Now, here we go for the merchandise area for runDisney. So as you can see, there's a character meet and greet that you can do, as well as take pictures in front of the numbers for the distances. Now, for the purpose of this part of the video, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at items that we more than likely will see during the other races. So with that being said, we're going to go look at those items as well as see as how much they cost. So that way, if you're trying to have an idea of how much things are going to cost during the weekend for any merchandise, or if you're on a budget and you're trying to figure out which items are going to be what you're trying to look for within your budget, this is going to be a great opportunity for that, okay? So here were some of the really cool key new items that they had during the weekend. Now, one of the really cool items that I so badly wanted to get but didn't this year was the lug bag. Now, what this bag is basically a race weekend bag. It's by the company brand called Lug. It even has places to store your shoes in the back with that little mesh place right there. It has lots of little storage items for, like in the back, you could see you could probably put your bib in. There's definitely a spot for your water in there. I would definitely use this as a weekend bag for any race weekend I would use. One of the cool things that they have here is that you can actually attach it, if you notice on the back, to your suitcase. So that way when you're wheeling around at the airport, you can put that on your handle and you should be good. Now, what's great about this is that it does have lots of storage. Now, I did ask to see if they were going to have this potentially for marathon weekend, and they said very likely. So with that being said, if you weren't there for Wine and Dine weekend, we might see it again. The price for this was about $145. Now, the Corksicle bottles, now these are really cool. I actually have one that's a marathon weekend one that I use all the time. These ones here are about $55. Now, one of my favorite items that they always have at the race expos are these sneakers. So they are about $27. Like I said, they do have it for every marathon weekend. Now, one kind of thing to note was they had these leggings that were specific for Wine and Dine. So more than likely, there's a chance that they might have legging-specific items for each race weekend. Now, here's something that I really wanted to buy during Wine and Dine. I'm praying that they have it again for marathon weekend or any other race weekend that they have, because it's a really cool product. So what this is basically a little bag. You can either choose to have it as a strap and have it as a strap bag. Or if you would like to loop it in through your belt loops, you can do that as well. Now, this item specifically was $55. Now, I believe this was also by Lug. This is a great little bag to have with you in the parks so that you stay hydrated. Why are you saying stay hydrated? Well, it's because it's there for you to put a water bottle in. Now you can fit your phone and your wallet in here. So if you don't plan on bringing too much into the parks, this is a good item to have. It is $45. Now here comes to one of the big ticket items for the weekend. And the reason why I say it's big ticket item is because they're the race weekend jackets. These jackets go for about $100. So what I love now that they have at the runDisney merchandise area is that they have Loungefly now. Now the prices do range, if you kind of notice in the parks as well. They're not always the same price, but they're pretty close to it. This one specifically was $78. And how cute is it? With little fun designs on the front and on the back. Now, one item they do have consistently at the races, and again, we saw it during Wine and Dine, was the stemless corksicle drinkware. They were $40. So again, this may vary between shirts, but the I Did It shirts I noticed were $45 at the race weekend. So if you went on through the runDisney website and decided to pre-purchase items, this is where you're going to go ahead and pick up those items, which will be at the runDisney merchandise area. What is really exciting, and I'm a huge fan of it, and I know we were all talking about it, what was really cool is that runDisney is now doing more runDisney specific merchandise, and honestly, I'm all for it. So the runDisney specific jackets were $95. The sweatpants they had were $50. Okay, again, runDisney almost got me again with buying something. But they have the runDisney specific, of course, spirit jerseys. And with it being a spirit jersey, it is consistently priced usually throughout the Expos, and they are $80. They too have their own corksicle bottles. Those are going to be $55. Now, what I really thought was really cool that I saw was that you can actually get phone covers from your specific race weekend. How cool is that? What's so much fun about being in the merchandise runDisney area is that this is where you're going to see all those character meet and greets. And how cool is it that you could take a picture not only with the characters that are themed for the weekend, but with your race bib as well. Now, the most important thing I truly believe that you need to know about the weekend is, remember, have fun. You've already put in all the work. Now here's the reward. Go out there, enjoy it, because every mile is magic. And with that being said, from Rise and Run, we all just want to personally say, happy running.